Every 4 years, American citizens are faced with the decision to elect the President of the United States. The election of the President is one of the most important decisions that Americans are forced to make. The President is the person who is not only going to represent the country, but the person who's going to run the country. The decision is formulated through what we see in debates and in the news. This decision is also basically a guess that American people make by judging these candidates based upon their character, experience, and supported policies. This speech will be based upon what character traits, what policies, and what presidential traits I feel are necessary for a candidate to make a great president. Let's start off with personality traits. Personality traits are traits that every person has. Some people have stronger ones than others. First off, I have integrity. Integrity is someone who has strong moral principles and someone who is honest. A good president needs this trait. Next, we have confidence. The most important position in this country needs a person who has confidence. Confidence in themselves, confidence in the country, and confidence to make the important and tough decisions. Next, we have humility. Humility ties in with confidence. Having someone who is confident is a must, but this should be balanced in order for them to get respect. When I say humility, I mean humbleness. Next, let's talk about presidential traits. Now, what's a presidential trait? A presidential trait is a leadership quality that past presidents have had that have made them great presidents. I got this list from ushistory.org. It starts off with the ability to make the unpopular decision. Unpopular decisions are things that every single president in the history of the United States has had to make. They are what shapes the person. Not everyone is going to agree with them, but they need to make the decision that they feel is right and what is best for the country. A strong vision for the future. This is something that I personally look for when I'm looking at a president campaigning for the presidency. I want someone who knows where they want this country to go, but not someone who knows where they want this country to go. They need to be able to address what they want to do to get us there. Next, we have crisis management skills. This is the immediate or fast reaction to anything such as a terrorist attack, a domestic attack from another government, anything. The candidate needs to be able to act on that very fast. Next, we have the ability to work with Congress. The president cannot get anything done without the help of Congress. The president needs to be able to work with Congress and compromise on a lesser issue to get an issue that is more important to them passed. Last, we have policy. When you're voting for someone, you're going to look at the policies that they support and the character traits that I already discussed. When looking at policy, you're going to want a president who has the same idea as you do on how this country should be ran. This is a list that I personally look for when I'm voting. I want a president who is strong on illegal immigration. This is someone who is going to enact the laws that we have in place. But also, I want a president who is going to find a way to provide an easier path to citizenship for people who aren't citizens. Everyone knows that this is the greatest country in the world, and other people want to come here, and they can't because the path to citizenship that we have right now is very hard. Next, I want someone who's going to protect our national security. This is anything in the form of terrorism, national threats, domestic threats. They need to be able to act on that, and they need to be able to find a way to fix that problem. Next, I have domestic problems. The first domestic problem I have is the drug epidemic. According to the CDC, 42,000 people died in 2016 due to opioid overdose. That's the most on record. I need a president who is going to be able to address that problem and figure out a way to solve it. Lastly, I have keeping out of war. War is sometimes necessary for a country, but I need a president who is going to know when it's necessary and when it's not to save us money, but more importantly, save lives of American citizens. In conclusion, character and personality traits make up a huge decision of what a candidate runs on and what makes people like him or her.